Hey, in this video, I'm going to reflect upon what I did for my netcom project. But first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ganyao Tong. This is my metric number. I'm from Group 2, which is named Layer to Link. And I'm from Section 8, lectured, which is lectured by Dr. Anand Khalid. Well, I'll start my introduction with what our group's name means, Layer to Link. Layer 2 refers, we know that layer 2 refers to the data link layer, the OSI model. It's the layer responsible for internet communication, MAC addresses switching, and the link represents which is what, and this the internet in these three, the internet communication, MAC addresses, and switching, they were relevant to our topic because ultimately our goal was to connect in devices together with networking devices in between to form a network. And the link represents the connection between devices. At the same time, it's also a wordplay. Well, two can be read as number two. At this simultaneously, it can also be read as two, interpreted as two, the conjunction two. So layer two link can be read in two ways. Technical, which is the technical meaning is referring to the link at the OSI layer to switching internet, which is related to our project. Well, both are related actually. And the second one, layer to link, is a layer to link things together. A link, the layer, yeah. So let's proceed with task one. Well, I was confused because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know which CAD software to use, computer-aided design software. Eventually, I stumbled upon a software named Rayon. It was free and produces high quality floor and room plans. But the problem with this software is mainly is exporting the printing issue, where some parts of the diagram were not printed properly. So my group had to reprint. As for task two, there were no major issues. We just had to ask the right questions and answer them accordingly. Well, here comes the second toughest, if not the toughest task of all, which is task three. Our budget was a lot, so we had to make sure our device list was as complete as possible. And this was the first time as a student where I had to burn the midnight oil to complete my task. And because I was passionate, I did not feel sleepy at all. And there were also some issues where we had to reprint at least three times for task three because I found that some statements in the report were not accurate. So we had to make sure the report was as accurate as possible. And task four was also equally difficult because I had to find another software to do the logical topology diagram for my teammate, Su Xunyue. And luckily, I found a network diagram software within Visual Paradigm Online that is easy to learn and use. And most importantly, the diagrams it produces are also easy to understand. Drawing and yeah, I spent about a week drawing the physical topology diagrams. I struggled a lot because for the measurements, you had to add the annotations. I had to add the annotations, which required a lot of detail. And the printing issue strikes again in this task because As I explained just now, some parts of the diagram were missing. I remember reprinting at least 3 times. Task 5 was quite easy. There wasn't a lot we had to do, and we managed to complete it in a day. And finally, we've arrived at the climax, task 6, after long weeks of grueling work. Well, task 6 was actually about concluding the project, combining previous PDFs of the tasks and formatting them accordingly. Aside from that, it was also high time for us to enjoy our fruits of labor and to reflect and make recap of what of what we did in the project. Well, like I'm doing right now in this video. So now I'm reflecting upon my contribution in this project, as well as the problems I face along the way. So to conclude, I would like to thank Dr. Anand Khalid for giving me the opportunity to take part in this project. I would also like to thank my teammates who helped me either directly or indirectly with my tasks. Last but not least, I would also like to thank my parents, especially my mother, for giving me moral support and supporting me along the way. Without you, this project would not be a success. Thank you.